What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Here today we're going to be doing another episode of the build guide where we look at the 1994 Toyota Celica GT4 ST205, and we're going to be doing a rally build. I saw a video a couple days ago on YouTube that was related to the history of rally video games, which I'm not really familiar with those video games, but I noticed that the Celica was in a couple of those video games, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a build because I had messed around with the Celica in multiple races throughout the Forza weeks. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So the Celica has three engine options, and we're going to be looking at the stock engine, the 1.6 liter i4 Turbo Rally, and the 2.6 liter i6 TT. So let's go ahead and get into the statistics here. So when it comes to the statistics, each one is going to be in the S1 class, with the 2.0 i6 TT having the highest PI of 856. With each engine option, I went ahead and I went with the quote racing transmission, as it says while you're picking the transmission options. But in each category, it kind of is a little bit convoluted with this one. So the highest horsepower is going to be 798 horsepower with the 2.0 i6 TT. The highest torque is going to be with the 1.0 i4 Turbo Rally with 682 foot-pounds of torque, which the Turbo Rally also has the least amount of weight with 2,626 pounds. The Turbo Rally and the 2.6 liter i6 TT are going to have the highest 0 to 60 at 3.437 seconds. And the 2.0 liter i6 TT has the highest 0 to 100 acceleration of 6.884 seconds. And the 2.0 liter i6 TT has the highest top speed of 250.8 miles per hour. So you'd think that based off the statistics, that's going to be pretty much a toss-up between the Turbo Rally and the 2.0 liter i6 TT. And it kind of gets interesting on this one. So this time I decided, okay, I wanted a new type of race, but I didn't want to build my own race, so I wanted to use the Titan, because the Titan kind of uses a lot of rally and off-roading tracks, and that's kind of, when I think of a rally, I want it to be beaten up in the worst case scenario. So when it comes to the race, what's very interesting is that the 2.0 liter i6 TT is much better in terms of the acceleration and actually getting off the line. The issue with it is that even though it has the most amount of weight with 2,800 pounds, it's super hard to control, which was actually quite interesting. I was very surprised of how hard it is to control. But when it comes to the 1.0 liter i4 Turbo Rally, that one was a lot easier to control. So that's why it got 4 seconds ahead of the 2.0 liter i6 TT. And the Turbo Rally ended up beating all the engine options with a time of 8 minutes and 14 seconds on the Titan. So, and that was because I kind of messed up a couple times on the race with the 2.0 liter i6 TT because it was very hard to control. I couldn't brake, I couldn't steer, I kept, I had to restart the race at least 4 times, I believe, with that one, and the other 2 engine options I didn't have to. So it was quite fascinating how the Turbo Rally, even though it wasn't the fastest in this case, it still was the best in terms of a rally situation with the handling and everything. And then just a little bit decreased horsepower, but the increased torque from the 2.0 liter i6 TT. So overall, if you're going for a rally build, it's kind of a toss-up. The Turbo Rally option is going to be much better in terms of handling, and you're going to have a lot less weight. But when it comes to the 2.0 liter i6 TT, you're going to have worse handling, but you're going to have better off the line. So it really just depends. Now, if you're doing a regular rally race, you're going to have a lot more barriers. So if you can't necessarily handle the 2.0 liter i6 TT, you're not going to be having a lot more issues because you're going to be able to use the walls, or you can tune it. Remember, the only thing that I tune on these particular build guides is just the transmission. But when it comes to everything else, I leave it stock. So there is room to tune it, but it's really a toss-up. So what I would recommend is that if you are wanting more of an off-roading rally that can go anywhere, go with the Turbo Rally because you're going to have better handling. But if you want something a little bit more specific to rally, but that has less handling, the 2.6 i6 TT might be a better option. It's really a toss-up. But anyways, this was another episode of the Build Guide where we looked at the 1994 Toyota Celica GT4 ST205 Rally, or the Rally Edition as I'm calling it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and if you have any other vehicles you want to see as a build guide series, or if you want me to compare two different vehicles, please let me know in the comment section down below. Without further ado, this is another episode of the Build Guide, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.